Hello and welcome back to SiGMA TV. Joining me here today is the CEO at PartnerMatrix, Levon Nikoghosyan. They established the first platform that enables online sportsbook, casino operators, and other online businesses, as well as a full set of software and marketing solutions for iGaming to launch your affiliate program from scratch. And we'll have more about PartnerMatrix later, but let us go back to Levon. It is great to talk to you today. You are based in Armenia. That is all I know. Tell us more about yourself.
Thanks a lot, Yanni, and of course, thank you very much for this opportunity to share information about us, our operations, and in general, speaking about the industry. Yep, we are from Armenia. Our company is based here and established in 2015. The partner matrix team, especially. And since then we are part of every matrix. We are developing the affiliate agent system, and this is generally the team that does what the team in Armenia does, and the team is quite experienced. And yeah, I think for the last 5, 6 years, we have developed and grew a lot.
That is awesome. Levon, you're one of the industry experts, and I wanted to get your insights on how the iGaming industry and as well as Partner Matrix were affected by the COVID-19 during the first half of 2020. It's crazy, right? How time flies. But yeah, follow up question on that. How did Partner Matrix cope up with the pandemic as well?
Yes, that's actually an interesting question and a very popular one for the last couple of months, of course. And we also had a discussion and debates on this topic with other industry experts. The changes have been crucial, of course, and none of the companies remained in the same path or on their same roadmap for the last couple of months. The pandemic had a big effect, and all the companies of the industry, they had to adapt to the new circumstances. Otherwise, it's not that you wouldn't be able to survive. Probably that might be the case as well. But just to decrease your losses, you had to take some actions and be prepared for this. No one has been prepared. Everyone were running their regular quarterly roadmaps and trying to stick to their plans for 2020. But we had this surprise in the beginning, and afterwards many things changed. The effect was crucial. All the companies started to adapting to the new circumstances, and some of them, they had to develop new things. Others had to fire entire teams in order to be able to survive after this pandemic. I know it's sad, but our industry was not an exception overall. And in general, this affected all the businesses of our industry, starting from affiliates to the operators. As you already know, quite many operators and the platforms that they are on, they switched to the new games. They tried to, implement new products in order to be able to have some offer for the players. Otherwise, the numbers would drop tremendously, which did happen. But I mean, there should have been definitely an action taken. Otherwise, the results of the pandemic would have been much worse. And from what I can see, the industry in general, like most of the platform providers, most of the operators, they did survive. Of course, sadly, some of them didn't. But in general, I think the industry was quite good prepared for such a pandemic compared to other industries, of course.
So, what do you think? What is the action that affiliates and operators took for them to be able to survive the disaster?
The actions are quite, common, and some of them are very famous. I think you even had an interview with an esports representative, and I was watching that interview, and he shared quite interesting insights about that. Of course, the first step for everyone was to add new sport products, new offers, which could have been still, actual and could have been still streaming and ongoing without any effect of the pandemic. And the esports was one of these products that operators, vendors started adapting. With affiliates, it's another story because it's not the same, and it's not the same ease for them to do this switch, because you are becoming an affiliate for a quite long time and distance, and you are developing your brand, developing your website around some keywords that are really popular, and you are really good on in the search engines with these keywords. And suddenly when people stop searching for football tips, for I don't know value bets, or for I don't know any sport insightful informations, then it's really hard for an affiliate to switch from sports to esports, because their customers change as well. And another thing here was that the customers didn't remain the same, and they didn't take the esport as the same sport that they knew, because um, like literally these type of sports, if we can consider an esport as a on the same level with the other sports, they are not the same. They are not the same at all. We don't have that many well-known players, or maybe they are fans, or I don't know, fan clubs all over the world. It's not the same. So this was a way, one of the very obvious directions that operators and providers did take, and they should have taken that. But another way to survive the pandemic for the operators specifically was if they had other offerings other than sportsbook, for example, casinos, live dealers, or P2P games. They kept pushing these kind of products as a substitute to the existing sports that at some point just ceased to be delivered to the players. And yeah, some of the players, they took these slot games, some I don't know, live dealers or P2Ps. There have been tremendous drops in the numbers, but operators coped up with that, and they could survive. And I know that even some platforms and operators, and one of the platforms, every matrix, can be listed there as well. It's not that we just survived this pandemic, but we kind of ended up making even more money and being more profitable than we have been planning.
That is awesome. That is a great insight. Now, looking through rose-colored glasses, how do you think COVID-19 changed the path for further development of the iGaming industry?
First of all, I would say that it just made the operators, providers, and all the parties of the industry, being able to resist more against this kind of these stresses, this kind of, I don't know how to call it, even it's a pandemic or whatever. But for the business, it's just obviously there is a one naming for this. It's a unpredictable and unanticipated. Case when your industry is taking a crucial route towards, I don't know, direction that is just new to you. This made all the parties stronger. That's for sure. Another thing it changed, like literally changed the entire roadmaps of all the vendors, operators, affiliates, probably in the industry. Because if you have been planning, to go through one direction, I don't know, you had a plans of development of your system for 2020 and 2021, and suddenly this pandemic appeared, you can't keep on doing the same thing that you have planned, because it's just silly. You can't
Exactly.
yeah, keep on developing like your sportsbook website, your analytical tools. There are some tools that should be developed when there are ongoing games, ongoing leagues, in order for you to run some analytical statistics on them. And when these kind of events they just cease to continue, uh, there is nothing else you can do here. The obvious thing is you need to change the path and change your roadmap and just develop the things that could help you to survive during this pandemic, help your operators, because in the end your operators are if they are successful, then you are successful. So you need to think about ways and offerings and features that can help your customers to keep I don't know if it's possible all the time to keep the revenues, but at least not to have a crucial drop and to have, effects on your business that could harm, like for the next couple of months, meaning that you can lose clients and you can, lose revenues. But in general, it did change a lot, and that changes were quite interesting and unpredictable. But it is what it is.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, the only constant thing in the world is change, and that is a law of evolution. We are bound to change, adapt, and to innovate, and that is what's great about the future. Moving on, why is Partner Matrix the best in the vertical?
Okay, I love this question actually, and I'm really happy to answer to this one. And um, most importantly, why Partner Matrix is the best in its vertical, because our operators are the most happy, the most satisfied, and they are satisfied with the service. They are satisfied with the provider listening to them, listening to their needs, and listening to uh, their features and what they need to have inside the system. In general, we have a strategy of being very responsive and not ignoring any single request from the client. Uh, what is the request and what is the need of any request? That's something that your client needs in order to improve their business. That's very obvious. You can't have a client who requests something silly and requests something that they won't need, or request something that wouldn't benefit their business. Hence, if you are receiving these requests, you should be able to deal with them. You should be able to deliver them. And the most important thing that we have at this stage, and we have developed this within like last 5 years of active operations, we have two teams. One team is the team that is dealing with the existing tasks of the operators and the existing requests, meaning that we develop constantly whatever our client needs. And the second team is developing the tools that we think is and will be important for the client, will benefit the client. And that's why in the end of every quarter, all of our clients, they receive the new built features and functionalities that we have been working on for the last 3 months. And they are receiving this with no fee, with no any additional payment or whatever. We are just providing this to our operators to see them succeed, to see them successful, to see them benefiting from these features. And yeah, we are dealing with quite big a bunch of new features that are being developed today. And obviously none of these features has ever been unimportant for a client. And that's the main strategy that we stick to, and we are inclined to move towards this strategy for like another couple of years if things don't change, to deliver what the customer needs and to deliver something that you think that will benefit the customer.
I love it.
That's
Yeah.
probably the key to the success that we are having. Yeah, 11.
Uh, I love the structure and the mission behind Partner Matrix. That's very genuine as a company. But what can we expect from Partner Matrix to deliver in the near future? Are there any collaborations that we're seeing with other companies?
Of course. So yeah, we are always in the collaborations with the industry, different parties of the industry. So at the moment, like our last collaboration with the industry, experts and industry big players, some influential companies, was with the affiliate Guard Dog, F Papa, and some other affiliates as well in the same list, because we are always, we are always listening to the impulse of the industry, and we are trying to be up to date and trying to deliver something really worthy to our clients. And in terms of features, again, as I said, we always have this roadmaps of our own, and we develop the features that we find important for the clients. And thanks to the circumstances that COVID didn't really influence a lot the partner matrix itself, and we just, I think we shut down only two operators, startup ones, who were just launched. They were specifically on sportsbook, and they couldn't deal with the pandemic, because it just started. Whenever they started the business, it's extremely hard for a startup operator to cope up with this circumstance, an unexpected one. And that's why we were able to more or less stick to the roadmap that we had. And one of two, I would mention two great deals that we are going to launch soon. And just in order not to, reveal all the secrets we are having and we develop at this stage. So one thing is that we are developing is the anti-fraud system inside the affiliate system. This will help our operators to indicate and find out the unfair affiliates. Let's call them unfair. This is
Sorry,
the
what do you mean?
cases.
Could you
Yeah,
elaborate?
sure, sure. I'm talking about the affiliates who are not really, bringing a value to your website, who are not really bringing any real players, or they are trying to, just make their commission, and in the end, you are ending up losing money there. This could be deals with the CPA when the affiliate registers their own players. They just deposit some money, and then these kind of players, I mean, they are easy to be indicated by a very short lifetime or any other similar, attributes. We indicate this kind of players, and hence we find out those affiliates, and then we show this data to the operators, and it will be up to them to decide how to deal with such affiliates. And this is just one case scenario. We have different indicators to find out this unfair affiliates. We will have like up to 10 levels of these kind of frauds that we call them, which we will indicate and show and highlight this kind of affiliates to the operator, and it will be up to the operator to decide what to do afterwards with this affiliate. Then also we are now developing the competitive reports where our operators will be able to compare different kind of reports, totally different kind of reports from different periods. Let's say you are, I don't know, selecting a bunch of players registered in March in 2018, and you are, I don't know, comparing their lifetime, or you are comparing their revenues this year or this specific month, and many other similar features that obviously will benefit our operators in terms of analyzing what kind of affiliates they are having, what kind of operations they are hosting, and should they keep on working with the affiliates they have at the moment, or they have to cease their, I don't know, partnerships. And yeah, another thing that we just launched, it's called the PM Talks. So we are doing a similar thing that you are doing, guys, but it's like we are doing it with 6-7 participants, and we are discussing tough questions. So we are asking them why they, I don't know, blacklisted, for example, an affiliate, blacklisted an operator, or some sort of questions, not very let's say, easy for the affiliate to answer. But that's the general idea of PM Talks, and that's what we
Mm-hmm.
are going, to do
PM
during
Talk.
PM Talks. It's
And
like
when
Partner
or where's
Matrix
this
Talks.
conducted? Through Zoom? Online?
Uh, it's not through Zoom. It's already on our. We launched the first one today. Today
So
is
excited.
24th of August. So yeah, we launched and published the first PM Talks on our YouTube channel. So if you search for
Mm-hmm.
PM Talks, you will see that definitely
Okay.
there. But yeah, we're not going to become your competitors. So
No,
don't worry.
not at all. Well, would love to for you too.
Yeah,
No, I'm kidding.
I know. That's wonderful.
Anything more to say? Mhm.
No, that's it. That's it in general about what we are planning to have with Partner Matrix during next couple of months. And yeah, we are just, ambitious to get more clients and more share in this industry and in specifically affiliates vertical.
That is fantastic, Levin. I enjoyed our discussion. I learned so much from you, and I'm very excited for what is there to come for Partner Matrix and for you. Thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate your time,
Thank
and I
you as
hope
well.
to and we hope to have you in upcoming events of Sigma in the near
Sure.
future if you're able to if you're able to
Great.
make
Thank you
it.
very much for this talk, and thank you very much for hosting me at your discussion. And it was pleasure for me to answer to your questions. And hopefully, yeah, we meet again during your different kind of activities.
And that is all for myself and Levin. We'd love to hear how you found this interview, so share your thoughts in the comments below.